Good morning, every one of us. Welcome to another day, a bright new day, a day to thank God about. Today, being June 20th, 2020, is a unique day because First Choice Accurate Success Link is about to hold its second webinar. This second webinar is a power-packed seminar. No doubt, all of us have come to grips with the fact that COVID-19 have come to stay, and the pandemic has done a lot of damage on some people. One of the effects of this pandemic is the effect it had on jobs and on careers. We know that some of us have been laid off and some are going on half pay. This must be very, very disturbing to people who are low income earners. This morning, we have a webinar that addresses the issues on coronavirus and its effects on job or career paths. The title of the webinar is Navigating the Impacts of COVID-19 Pandemic on Career Paths. We have our able speaker in the house to talk on this subject, and he is none other than Mr. Ayomi Ladoku. So I will urge every one of us to give him your rapt attention as he takes us through this topic. I repeat, navigating the impacts of COVID-19 pandemic on career paths. Please, you have our attention, Mr. Ayomi.
Okay, good morning, everybody. We are very sorry for starting a little bit late. I want to welcome you guys to today's webinar, SCA webinar that has been organized to look at the impact of COVID-19 pandemic on careers path. I want to believe this is a new normal that we needed to navigate, okay? So we are going to be looking at the impact that the COVID-19 pandemic is having on jobs and career. So you are all welcome once again, okay? So this is First Choice Academy. I want to welcome you guys. My name is Ayomi Ladoku. So I will be anchoring the program for today. And in case you have any question, you can use the chat button to ask your questions. Okay. So we are not going to really take much of your time, but I want to believe you are going to gain one or two things, from the webinar. So as you can see, this is First Choice Academy, and we are a professional service firm. We conduct lectures when it comes to ACCA, ICANN, and the likes, and we also provide other accounting services. Okay, the subject before us today is navigating the impact of COVID-19 pandemic on career path. Okay, what do we do? Okay, where do we go from here? So this is quite critical at this time. So this is the second webinar for the FCA is organizing, and it's a free webinar. Okay, so what do we go from here? But before we start, I have exercise for you guys. So you needed to pick up your pen and a sheet of paper. And can you answer this question? Kindly provide answers to these short questions. Number one, an occupation undertaking for a significant period of a person's life with opportunities for progress is known as. Okay, so what's the answer? So can you do that? Okay, and number two is talking about dash is the expertise or talent to do a job or task. Okay, so what is the answer? And then a formulated thought or opinion is called what? Then an event constituting a new stage in a changing situation is known as what? Okay, so can you try and see if you can provide answers to that? Okay, so that's very key. So, and the fifth one is the process of increasing in size is called what? Okay, so can you also answer that particular question? And the last one is a paid organization, especially the one, okay, especially the one that involves prolonged training and a formal qualification is known as what? Okay, so can you just put that down? So let's see whether you are going to get those questions correctly. So let me give you about 1 minute to do that. Just go through those questions, okay? You know, as a lecturer, I like asking questions so that we can try to exercise our brain this early morning. Okay, that's very important. So just go ahead in case you can do that. Okay, so let's see. So I'm sure you have done that, right? So the question 1 to 6, let's see whether you have gotten them right. So these are the answers. So the very first one is career, okay. Then number 2 is skills, 3 is idea, and 4 is development. Then you have growth and profession. So, and obviously we are going to be talking around this area today, and that's why we have that short exercise. Okay, so we have career. So we are looking at how to navigate the impact of COVID-19 pandemic on career path. Okay, then we have skills. It's quite important. Okay, so you needed to probably shaping your skills like never before. Okay, before the pandemic. Then you needed to create a lot of ideas, right? Okay, so look at development, growth, and profession. So those are very key. Okay, so before we start, let me quickly remind us that if you want to achieve anything in life, your health is number one. It really matters. Okay, so it is important that we follow the guidelines set by WHO and the NCDC. It doesn't really matter whether or not you believe COVID-19 is a scam. Okay, but the bottom line is better not to be sorry. Okay, so make sure you stay at home if you can, and if you need to go out, make sure you go out smartly. Okay, wash your hands regularly, practice social distancing as you can, practice respiratory hygiene. Make sure that you also do self-isolation if appropriate. Then call hotlines if necessary. So the choice that you make today regarding your wellness can have significant impact on your future health. So that's pretty important. And as they will say, the greatest wealth is health. Okay, greatest health is wealth. So many people expend their health to gain wealth, only to have to spend all their wealth regaining their health. Okay, so that's important. So make sure you prioritize everything you do and make sure you have a very good health. Then prioritize your medical checkups. It's quite important, and exercise regularly. So that's just by the way, okay? Because anything you want to become in life, you need to do that in good health. You need to do that in good health, okay? So don't play or joke with your health. Okay, don't play or joke with your health. So that's quite important. Okay, all right. So let's move on. So let me do some introduction. Okay, while it may be tough to focus on silver lining. Okay, now this my introduction is a little bit different from the usual way. So I'm sure some of you guys will be expecting me to start talking about the negative impact of COVID-19. That's fine, but I want us to look beyond the negative impact. So let's see the positivity we can bring out of this pandemic. Okay, so that's why you are seeing this kind of introduction today. So while it may be tough to focus on silver linings, when the news continues to splash the most dismal aspect of the current pandemic across the headlines. So you may be surprised to learn that you have actually gained a lot of valuable things over the past few months. Okay, so that's pretty important. You have gained a lot of things, okay, things that we don't think it's possible before. It was possible all of a sudden, okay? And there are so many things we have gained, new ways of doing things, new ways to, navigate and try to create possibilities and solutions, okay? Now, the negative aspect of a given situation are more likely to show their way in the forefront. That means most times when things happen, we look at the negative aspect. We focus more on the negative aspect. That's the human inclination, because we tend to be, loss aversion. Okay, so that is it. Now, loss aversion is just the tendency to weight losses more than the gains of the same value. So this causes people, to act with more caution if they perceive a possible loss and was helpful for survival, in the caveman days. So the bottom line is, when we have a pandemic like this, okay, we focus more on the negativity. If I have lost their jobs, pay cuts, even the unemployed that they've been trying to get a means before the pandemic is looking at see if the situation is becoming worsening, okay? So that's the human mentality. That's the way we look at things, okay? But the bottom line is there are so many positivities that we can take out of the pandemic. So let me continue with my introduction, okay? The coronavirus pandemic has changed the job market almost overnight. So you agree with that, right? Okay. Now, the global outbreak has seriously impacted on the economy and job security. You know that even people that are working, they are afraid. Why? Job security. They are not sure again. Okay? So it will have long-lasting, game-changing ramifications. So this will, there will be sectors, companies, and workers that may benefit from this near tragedy. That's what I was emphasizing the other time. A lot of companies, I'm sure you know, the tech companies, the pharmaceutical companies, okay, they might have benefited greatly out of the pandemic. Unfortunately, we also witness industries that are example, the tourists, the hospitality, the airline companies, okay? So people in these areas will lose their jobs and have extreme difficulties finding new ones, okay? So that is why we needed to look at this subject. How do we navigate around this area? So the government has ordered many people to stay indoors, quarantine to stop the spread of the coronavirus. So companies have also asked their employees to work from home. So large gatherings of people are not really permissible due to restrictions and fear. People are not traveling, okay? Taking airplanes, dining out, staying at hotels, or attending concerts and sporting events. So this current trend may continue even after we defeat the outbreak. Initially when the pandemic started, people were saying in the next 2 months, in the next 3 months, in the next 4 months it will go. But as it is, it's likely it's going to still be until maybe 2021, 2022, 2023. So what this implies is we cannot continue to stay until the pandemic will have to go away finally, okay? What do we need to do, okay? All right? So that's pretty important. Now, the global outbreak, global outbreak of and the continuous widespread of coronavirus has presented a redefining moment for both employers and employees. That's it. Both employers and employees is now having a redefining moment. Okay, clear that the severe effect of the pandemic was easily noticeable on some employers, of course, with no or little risk management capacity prior to the pandemic. Okay, a lot of companies really they just go underneath, just like that, when the pandemic occurred. Although the impact of the pandemic was, here on certain sectors than the others. But it's no news that some companies had already laid off their staff, okay, while some place the employees on enough salary, maybe they slash it by a certain percentage. The other companies have stopped payment of salary, okay, they are working, okay, because they are not generating cash flows, okay, revenue, and place their staff on pay cut because of financial distress. Some had to proceed on leave without pay, okay, that's how bad it is. Although I'm also aware that some companies, use the opportunity of the pandemic to downsize. Okay, but how many companies really doing that? Okay, but as professionals, we need to be aware of the pandemic outbreak. Okay, it will lead to job loss. That's fine, and we also need to be aware that it will also lead to creation of job opportunities at the same time. Okay, so that's quite important. Okay. So let's see the Pathfinder. Okay, while it appears that some jobs may be secured as we speak, for example, if you work in a telecom company, okay, does it mean that employees should go to sleep? That's the question. Because any other thing can happen tomorrow. What other skills can we acquire? How can we remain relevant in the corporate world? Okay, what value additions can we bring to the table? Outside of our regular jobs, is it the time to have a backup plan? These are the questions we need to ask ourselves. What business opportunities can we venture into? So gone are the days that you are having one single source of income. Gone are the days that you rely on just one job, okay? Even if they've been telling you create passive income, do this, do that. A lot of businesses, sprung up at this time that most of them did not think would have come up in the next 10 years. So most of those jobs that are springing up now were fueled by COVID-19 pandemic, okay? And it was possible, okay? What about the unemployed? What advice can we embrace in this difficult time? So these are some of the questions we are going to answer as we move on, okay? So that's pretty important. Now look at this is Nigeria, so I'm pretty sure some of you guys might be watching outside Nigeria, right? Okay, but as of today, the unemployment rate in Nigeria is around 23%, okay? It's around 23%, and according to NECA, this is expected to rise to about 33.5% because of the pandemic. We are just assuming that this rate is actually correct, okay? All things being equal, okay? And when talking about employment, there are a lot of ways to hit. Some are actually employed, but they are underemployed. Okay, so but let's just assume that is correct. Okay, so if you look at COVID-19, this is the impact on the labor market. Okay, at a glance. Okay, you can see 94%. Okay, employed in countries with workplace closures. Okay, because shutdowns up and down. So you can see 10.7% declining in working hours. Okay. People cannot resume at 8 and close at 5 anymore. Maybe by 10, you close at 3, 9, you resume at 9, close at 3. So declining working hours is about 10%, okay? And you also have about 50% possible reduction in hours, loss from testing and tracing, okay? So that is it. So that's the impact that COVID-19 is having on the labor market. Now, before COVID-19, what are the career challenges? So I just noted some few points here. There are so many, okay, but obviously before COVID-19, you agree that there was joblessness. So what it means is it's not really COVID-19 that's causing joblessness, okay? But obviously COVID-19 might have worsened the position. So there was joblessness, okay, that's pretty clear. People are not in job, people looking for job, people even working maybe at some point lost their job. So there was joblessness. Those are career challenges. Your career is actually, a kind of path you want to tread to get to fulfilling your overall profession, okay? Now, practicing a job or profession that is not in line with your dream This is pretty common, okay? I may not be able to put a percentage on this because there was no survey, but that's pretty common. You are doing a job that probably that's not what you study in school. That's what has been, especially in Nigeria or in this part of the world, okay? So you are just doing it and you are not fulfilled, okay? So most times you just go to the work, you do the work just to save the body, spirit, and soul, or just to put them together, okay? Number three is a lack of career or job satisfaction. You are not satisfied on your job. In fact, at some point, some people they already know everything about that job. There is no new challenge, nothing. They are just there, okay, passing documents, okay. So there's no really satisfaction around it. Okay, lack of career or job satisfaction. So within your career, within your job, or what you are choosing to do, there is no, the internal drive is quite low. There is no satisfaction. Then taking up a job or venturing into a career path in order not to stay at home. That's it. Okay, let me just start to manage this job until I get a better one. That's before the pandemic. This is what has been happening. Okay, until I get a better one. But the better one is not even forthcoming. So all you need to do is just to keep doing it, and at the end of the day, you have went haywire out of your career. Okay. Now working with a company with career progression, it's quite zero. So there's some companies that you work with. There's no platform. There's no pathway, to career progression. It's zero. And you are completely lost. That's why you see people changing jobs, you know, because there is no platform where they can get to the peak of their career. Okay, so where you work or when you find you find yourself in a situation where there is no career progression, or probably because it was zero, you are not fulfilled. So these are some of the career challenges, and sometimes it could be bad foundation. Maybe the course of study you study in school is not really relevant. Okay, although we have some people studied agriculture or probably Yoruba science or whatever, they are fine, okay, but sometimes it could also be a factor, okay, and maybe you have a very low CGPA in school, okay, because you came out with maybe lower credit or top class, whatever, okay, so that could also be, a challenge, okay, so what do you need to do? You need to upgrade yourself, you need to, involve in some professional courses, okay, so that you can really be in better position to get your dream job or career. So these are the things we have. Now, during the pandemic, okay, what is not happening? Okay, we've been able to establish that we are not looking at the negative side of the pandemic alone. We are also looking at the opportunities that the pandemic has, really created. So number one is there are more job losses, okay? Fine, there was job losses before the pandemic, but the pandemic has heightened has given more room for more people to lose their jobs, okay? And most likely, it's not the fault of this company, it's just because they are unable to really navigate. They needed, sometimes they needed to make sure that the company, is sustainable, okay? So they needed to downsize, cut expenses, at the expense of their staff. Of course, number two is pay cut, okay? I'm sure some of you guys, watching this webinar, you've experienced this, or you have somebody that, has experienced this. Pay cut is on the rise, okay? Probably some companies, instead of outrightly laying their staff off, they can just say, okay, can we review their salary maybe 50% or by 50% or by 30%, as the case may be. Okay. Another challenge is redundant roles. A lot of roles are now redundant. Okay. For example, when maybe your company, when they ask you guys to stay back at home and you work at home, or you cannot even work at home for 1 or 2 months and nobody cares about you. So what happens? Most likely your roles is not even relevant. Okay. So that's it. So a lot of processes, a lot of roles has become redundant because of the pandemic. So most companies are just focusing on maybe sales and marketing, how to sell, maybe production is a manufacturing company, or how to provide service. So most of all those support groups, okay, maybe IT function, yeah, it's quite important, okay, but maybe the admin, the secretary, the receptionist, those roles are becoming redundant, okay, job rescheduling, okay, because of redundant roles, they have to reschedule jobs. They have to look at the ones they can make together, in order to, save the company, okay? So now another question is, which new skills can I acquire? So there were a lot of questions around here. Okay, my job role is now redundant. I don't even know where to go. Should I go into IT? Should I go into being an accountant? What should I even do? I don't know. Should I go and learn accounting software? Should I go and learn Excel? So there were a lot of free online courses. You don't even know what to do because what you have chosen is going to have significant impact on your career path. So you are confused. So those are the challenges. Working without the hope of receiving salary. Okay, sometimes I'm just going to work. They don't even sure. They are not sure. In the last 2-3 months, they've not collected a dime. So they are not sure of when the next salary is going to come in. Okay. Now, creation of new jobs, of course, COVID has also presented, creation of some new jobs. So I'm going to be showing you that when we get there. There's sudden demand for certain roles. Okay, this is quite amazing. Okay, there are some roles that were not there before. Almost now, everybody is asking for, for those roles. For example, people have been talking about data analytics. Okay, so you begin to wonder what's this all about. So all of a sudden, you're now seeing people doing courses on that. Data protection, and all of a sudden they're looking for a data protection officer. Okay, so IT people, they are just coming up, and you now see because of the new ways of working. Okay, it's now increasingly that demand. Okay, and let me say here that there will be more demand for professionals. Okay, because professionals are assumed to have been trained, to help businesses survive. So there will be more demand for professionals, for example, a specialist, a professional accountant, if you are, that's something like professional engineers, right? Okay, so there will be more demand. Okay, so certain roles are coming up, names you have not heard before, risk management, and you begin to wonder, okay, do we need to go back to school to study all this? Because no, you just have to navigate through that. Okay, now post COVID-19, what are we going to prepare for? Okay, I can tell you there will be more job losses. Okay, I said something earlier. COVID, even people that are on the job, there are anxiety. Okay, there is the anxiety. There is anxiety. Around people that are even working, okay, they are not even sure about their job security, okay, so there'll be more job losses. So already so many employers or employers have lost their jobs as a result of the pandemic. It's also anticipated that many more jobs will be lost, especially if the situation persists longer than expected. I said earlier, most people are expecting, oh, this will end in the next 2 months, this will end in the next 3 months, okay, all of a sudden, we just, the government just have to lift restrictions and let people work. The only thing is your health or your safety is now in your hands, okay? Because it could be something that will be there for the next 2 or 3 or 5 years, okay? Especially if a cure or prevention, whatever, is not gotten on time. So this is a change, okay? So there'll be more job losses. That's quite. It's not a cause, okay? But that's what is going to happen. But at the same time, there will also be new, jobs that will be created, okay? Job rescheduling, as I said earlier, okay, is also there, okay? So the business disruption caused by the coronavirus will trigger a rethink by business leaders. Okay, so this will lead to review of business processes, thereby leading to job rescheduling to minimize costs. Okay, a lot of processes will be eliminated, some will be merged together. Okay, so gone are the days where you have fancy offices and the likes, because people will want to manage their their costs. Okay, so there could also be pay cuts, but don't forget, as we say this, I still have people even as at yesterday, they got job of about 11 million per annum in this Lagos. Okay, so that's and during the pandemic, so you begin to wonder, okay, 11 million per annum. So some of you guys are like, oh wow, that's nice. So some may say that's too small. Some may say, oh wow, that's big. Okay, so it depends on the perspective or what you are actually seeing as happening. So there will also be pay cut. Applying a pay cut on employee salary is inevitable for certain industry. For example, the airlines, the tourist industry, the hospitality. Okay, so this may be a strategy to be adopted to survive the pandemic rather than outright employee layoff. So employees may therefore need to review their expense lines. So you need to look at your expense lines, okay, and prepare for shake-up. So what are the things you needed to do? What are the things I think is not really necessary? Okay, at least 3 key things are necessary: food, feeding, shelter, maybe housing, okay, and maybe transport, right? Okay, so you might need to do that. Okay, now irrelevant work experience. Okay, so the COVID now is now making, like I said earlier, for some job opportunities or for some job roles to be redundant. And you just look at your CV, you now realize that your work experience over the last 5 years is no more relevant. Okay, that's a big challenge. So where do I go from there? It's no more relevant. Nobody's asking for maybe administrative assistance or whatever. Okay, so you now begin, what do we go from here? So that's why it's quite necessary that at the beginning or at the start of your career, you have to choose wisely. But sometimes it's actually beyond our control. That's the problem. It's beyond our control. Because as we said earlier, you just have to pick a role because you don't want to stay at home. So, and that's what you have been doing. So just to save the spirit, soul, and body, okay? So some jobs will be highly irrelevant. For example, some work experience may not be relevant in certain sectors post-COVID-19. So employees may now need to review their work experience, and you now need to think of where to start. What are the new skills I needed to acquire in order for me to remain relevant? So elimination of certain job functions, okay? It's anticipated that certain job functions at workplace may be eliminated, especially if businesses were able to run, okay, during the lockdown. That's what I'm saying. So some businesses were able to run during the lockdown. So the question is, what are those, functions that could not run during the lockdown? That's why I'm asking you, if you have been at home for 2-3 months, nobody was even calling you from your office, nobody cared. Okay, and even though you might be collecting salary, right? Okay, so you need to start thinking. So is it that my job function is not really relevant? So many companies will now need to focus on the core functions. Okay, they need to focus on the core function. That's pretty key. Okay, so bad costs such as fancy office, unnecessary spending, bad performance, traditional, working methods will be ruthlessly eliminated. That's it. Okay. So entity will not be emotional about non-core businesses again. So they will like to concentrate on core business area. So how do you fit in into that? So that's a way you can easily navigate the impact of COVID-19. Okay, there will be corporate restructuring, obviously. So this is an action that could be taken by corporate entities, to modify their capital structure or their, operations significantly. So most companies are already experiencing financial mishap. Okay, as a result of the pandemic. Therefore, my own, please let me to move. Okay, sorry about that. So there will be so much reshaping, okay, of business operations and processes. So that's quite key. Now, Naira devaluation. If you hold 1,000 Naira last week, okay, the amount of thing you can use 1,000 Naira to buy can never be the same today. And the 1,000 Naira you are holding today may not be the same you are going to hold in the future. And because, I think Nigeria has gone ahead to take IMF loan, and IMF, they normally come with so many bastard conditions for Naira devaluation, for, to getting their loans, okay? So, and one of it is you have to devalue your currency, okay? So in doing that, there are a lot of challenges. So even if you are earning 100K, you are earning 200K, 300K, at the end of the day, is nothing. It's nothing. Why? Because of the value of the money you are taking, okay? Employment letters may be reviewed. We need to look at this. So our companies may try to introduce new rules of engagement, okay? Because they will be anticipating that there might be another lockdown or there might be another pandemic that will force another lockdown. So in that case, they might tend to review their employment letter to say, okay, if you work in the office, this is the pay you'll be entitled to. If you are working remotely, this is the pay you'll be entitled to. If you don't come to work within this seasonal period because of lockdown, then you are not getting anything. So, I'm pretty sure HR in companies, human capital and the likes, they are working here to see what they can introduce in the employment letter. So we need to be ready for that. And there will be more job opportunities, obviously. There will be more, even though there were losses, there will still be, more job opportunities, especially in the technology industry, okay? The new business models will also emerge, okay? Even before now, sometimes in Lagos here, if you walk in traffic, maybe before now you see table water, you see maybe drinks, but now you can see all sort of things, okay? You can even see your pillow. They are selling some traffic. Okay. Now, the same thing is coming to the corporate world. You see, new ways of doing businesses, new business models are coming on board, okay? Especially maybe online businesses. So people are not really, because the issue with physical contact is reducing almost every day. So new business methods, there'll be shift in business fundamentals. That's the way businesses are being done. It's going to change significantly. I'm sure before now, who was thinking about webinar, okay? Nobody was thinking about webinar. But now, look at what is happening, okay? So inflation will continue to rise. That's it, because of what is happening, okay? I think around now we are around, was it 13 or 14%? So if it's not taking, it might get to around 80%. And when that happens, what happens to the value of Naira, okay? Or any other currency, okay? So technology, so many companies will be forced to embrace technology as a result of the pandemic, okay? So most companies now that they think the paperwork is the main thing, now they are forced to now embrace technology, and it's going to, to continue like that, okay? So let's see, we have so many career threats, okay? Career threats, we have so many of them. For example, artificial intelligence. For me, that's the biggest threat to a career, okay? Robotics replacing human interference, okay? What human beings are supposed to do, you are now seeing robots, coming on board, right? So that is a big challenge, a big threat. Okay, so if care is not taken, this will lead to a lot of job losses. But the idea behind this is we need to quickly navigate. We need to quickly integrate ourselves to the fundamentals that things are changing. So what are the new skills that I need to acquire to remain relevant? Now look at this. Microsoft sacks journalists to replace them with robots. That's what happened in the last 2 weeks. Okay, that's it. Microsoft. Okay, and they have to sack their journalists, and robots will start doing it. Okay, let me just give you a typical example. If you dial a particular code now, who do you think is responding to you? Okay, from the other side, they are robots. You go to an ATM machine, or you want to withdraw. Somebody is saying welcome for thank you for banking with us, collect your cash and blah blah blah. What do you think is talking? It's not human beings that were there. Okay, so those are robotics, and they are going to replace so many job functions, and it's a big threat. Okay, although there are still some levels that they may not be able to do, but significantly they are going to, replace some jobs. Okay, now factors factors outside, okay, our control is also enormous. We said earlier that there are so many things we cannot control. Sometimes we don't even control. For example, you read an accounting, you're a chartered accountant, and the next available job is maybe an administrative assistant or a secretary somewhere, or what's it called, PA, personal assistant. You just have to take the job for the meantime. So there are so many things that we cannot really control, and it's having impact on our career. So that's one of the threats. So disruption to education and training, that's another biggest threat. For example, look at people that are thinking by this year, 2020, they already have a target that they will be a chartered accountant. Now, no exams is even taking place. They say, okay, if I write March, if I write 2 in March, write the other 3 in July, then if I fail, then by November, I wrap everything up. Not one single exam has not occurred this year. Okay, look at secondary school, look at universities, they are on lockdown. Okay, so and the age is counting. So it's a threat. It's a real threat to career, because there is significant disruption to education and training. How do we now remain relevant? That's a big question that we need to ask ourselves. How do we remain relevant? How do we, achieve so much with the pandemic? So that's the biggest question we need to ask ourselves. So what's the way forward? Okay. So what is the way forward? Navigating the impact of COVID-19. So let's take a look at some of the things we can do to reduce the impact of the pandemic on our career path. Okay. So let's just see. There are so many things we can do, but let's see what we can do. Okay. So how do we reduce the negative impact of COVID-19? Information technology. That's number one. Okay. I can't just imagine that you cannot use a computer, or you can use a computer. You don't know how to use Excel or Microsoft Word. These are the basic things you should know. Okay. So companies are now embracing technology faster than ever. because of COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, now we used to do training physically. We have a boardroom, we do training. Now it's not possible again. You have to come online, okay, and do your training. And you have to also do it just as exactly the way you should have done it at the physical level, okay? Now, skills acquisition, IT skills acquisition is very key. You can't be struggling with the computer. You don't know how to share your screen. You don't know how to navigate. You don't know whether people out there, they can even hear what you are saying. Okay, so employees may consider seeking for more knowledge in information technology in order to remain relevant at workplace. So people are looking, I'm very sure maybe some even accountant roles that will be coming out. They will start saying, knowledge of IT, is an added advantage. That's it. So that's how you need to brace up yourself. And they start asking you, what do you know about information technology? What do you know about computer? How do you think you can generate reports using computer without struggling? These are the things. Then number two, you need to start thinking outside the box. Okay, you need to start thinking. You have to work differently. So it won't be business as usual after the pandemic. So most organizations, employers, they begin to look for smart people that can generate ideas, people that can come up with quality ideas. Okay, problem solving is very key. Engage yourself in difficult tasks. A lot of people are very lazy. Okay, they are so lazy. I'm pretty sure when I threw up that question earlier, a lot of people are not even trying. They're not even making an attempt. Let me even try whether I can answer this question. And when you make attempt, you are putting your brain to work. You can think. When I grew up, when I was working, that's when I understood why we're doing mathematics in school. All those algebra, collect lines, which one again, math, because mathematics will help you to think. How do you solve problems? That's problem solving. So involve yourself in difficult tasks. Play ludos, play a lot of games, that can add value, that can make you to think. Okay, engage yourself in discussion. Don't run away from discussion. Current issues. What is happening? Okay, I think somebody called me. Was it during the week? I think the person was working in a real estate, and after calling, discussing, I said, and I was asking the person, what is the effect of this pandemic on real estate industry? And he started talking. We started talking. We started looking, at the pros and cons. What can happen? Okay, how can they sustain this sudden boom that is happening in the real estate business? Because people tend to now, invest more in the real estate because they've seen that whether pandemic or no pandemic, the real estate will start. People will pay your rent. Okay. Now, the highest thing that could happen is maybe you are giving them concession. Okay. So you have to engage yourself. Listen to people. Read articles. Even outside your core area, learn new things. Okay, you cannot know that question that they will ask you maybe at the interview that will make you to get a job. You don't know. So learn new things, read articles, even outside your core area. Sometimes you might be an accountant, read something about medicine, read something about nursing or pharmacy. Just have an idea. Have an idea of everything. You don't need to be a specialist in everything, but you can have an idea of everything. So that when people talk, you are not a complete novice. You cannot say, hey, I can't contribute because that's not my line. No. So you just have to be enterprising. You just have to be so dynamic. And that is what, smart companies will be looking for. Your ability to engage in problem solving. There's a problem. How do we navigate? Okay. Ability to incorporate future scenarios in decision making. I'm very sure most companies that did 5-year what they call it, cash flow projection in 2018 are really shocked now, probably because they didn't anticipate that a pandemic will occur in 2020. So their cash flow projections is badly impacted as we speak. So going forward, you need to start thinking, okay, what I want to do now, the decision I'm taking now should be able to withstand any unforeseeable scenarios in the future. And that's what you are also bringing to the table. So when your company intends to go to Ghana, or diversify, you are thinking, okay, what if another pandemic occurs? What do we do? So you have to keep thinking so that you can incorporate future scenarios in decision making. Then what about data analytics? Okay, your ability to work with data and transform into a readable language will be so fantastic. Okay, so most business decisions are driven by data. That's the truth. Okay, so going forward, you need to be able to look at data. You need to manipulate those data in a readable form that entities can make decisions, so that they can make decisions on it. Okay. All right. So that's why it's very important. So how do you now remain relevant? That's very key. How do you remain relevant in this fast-changing world of career? Okay. Now, remaining relevant at workplace to keep your job post-COVID-19 is more important than, okay, so if you are lucky, you still have a job, that's fine. Thank God. Okay. So how do I remain relevant? Okay. So the point noted here will just assist you. Number one, you need to be ahead of others in terms of value addition and quality ideas. That's it. You need to keep thinking, okay, what is the value that I can add to my company? Okay, my ideas, you have to do a lot of research. That's the meaning. Because most times you cannot get all of these ideas, right, from your own making. You have to do research. You have to engage in people, maybe working in similar industry or in similar position. Seek for knowledge. Seek for knowledge, okay? Seek for more knowledge. Come out of your comfort zone. That's number two. That's pretty important. You have to, gone are the days you are just going to work. You just go there, click on the system, input some data, you come back again. You need to start thinking, how can we make this thing to be better? Okay, you seek for more knowledge. Okay, explore new challenges. Task your brain. Explore new challenges. Okay, task your brain out of your comfort zone. You have to be more effective and efficient. Okay, well, what you used to do for 3 hours, is that a way I can do it for 1.5 hours and still achieve the same results? That's what you're asking yourself. Quality report writing. When you deliver a report, look at it again. Give it to people that you can confide in. Let them read it for you. Let them try to, spot your errors and mistakes, or a better way that you can present those reports, right? So have those quality report writing. They keep going to your boss. They keep going to the decision maker, and they begin to, oh wow, we cannot allow this person to go, okay, because of the value addition. Then you need to build resilience. So what's the meaning of resilience? You are not surrendering, even because of the pandemic. Even if you have lost your job, or even if you are seeking for a job, or you are on pay cut, okay? So you have to be resilient that this is temporary. We are going to overcome. Then improve on your interpersonal skills, okay? So these are just some of the points you might need to involve in, or you might need to consider if you need to really, become more relevant. So creating a backup, okay? Creating a backup. This is very essential. So what do I mean by backup plan? For example, you have just one job, okay? That is a source of income. So it's really the time to create a backup. So watch out for FCA subsequent webinar. Okay, so I will take time, to take you how to create a backup plan. So when you have, there's nothing wrong in you having multiple streams of income. So even if one income line decline, at least you can still sustain yourself with some other sources, okay? So gone are the days that you are only relying on salaries, okay? So you need to move, or maybe even if you are into business, okay? Because this doesn't apply to people working in the corporate world again. If you are into a business, maybe you are selling, then you are thinking, what other things can I have to it? Can I build passive income? Is it time to create a backup plan? Of course, it's time. So maybe in some of our subsequent webinars, I'm going to deal, with this issue. Okay, so let's move on. These are some of the business opportunities that you may consider. Do you agree with me that social media, telecommuting, that business is quite fantastic? Everybody is now online. Even somebody that is doing what's it called, face mask, is now selling it online on IG. Okay, social media is just the place to be. So if you have a business that is not on social media, you need to think of that, right? Food and grocery, people will eat. Okay, so if you want, you can go into food business. Should I be selling raw food? Should I be selling, all those packed food? Okay, I have so many testimonies around here. I have somebody that was forced, to do this, and somebody just made an order from the UK, and that person made just in one transaction about 300K profit after deducting all the expenses and everything to deliver food. That's it. Okay, look at healthcare, medical supplies. Most times, federal government is shouting, there is no isolation center, there is no reagents to do testing. If you have the capacity, you are thinking, what can we do? Okay, do I have an apartment that I can rent out to the federal government as isolation center? Okay, medical kit, face mask, okay, hand sanitizer. Okay, at some point, hand sanitizer was like water. Okay, it was like water, but now, although it's quite declining now, but then it was really selling. Okay, Now look at delivery service. Even during the lockdown, they were, because people cannot go out again. They just go online, order for this, and before you know it, all these delivery people, they are there. So there are things you might need to consider. So do your plan very well, because you need to take action. Don't forget, we need to build resilience. We need to look at the positivity, out that this pandemic has also presented to us. Okay, then fitness and medication. Of course, people will not joke with their health. Okay, they won't joke with their health. So that things you think that is that is quite essential for people. For example, vitamin C, paracetamol, and you begin to wonder, is it something I can, especially if you are a pharmacist or something, okay, or do you have that money to have a patent store or something, okay, and start selling all of this? Okay, I think I remember during that time when they say apply alcohol-based hand sanitizer, a spirit that they sell for 350 goes up to like 1,500. Can you imagine? Okay, so these are the businesses, and don't forget, there is nothing wrong in doing short-term businesses, and there's nothing wrong in doing long-term business. There are some businesses that will just, occur. Quickly tap into it, make your money, and move on. That's it. Do short-term businesses, do long-term businesses. Okay, lecturing and teaching. A lot of you guys can even teach more than I do. So why don't you explore that area? So how do you do it? Why don't you go on Zoom? Why don't you, I can teach mathematics very well. I can take that, because when you are in school, you are the guru of your class. Why are you allowing that talent or that skills to waste? Okay, not everybody can teach, not everybody can lecture, but if you think you can deliver in this area, all you need to do is go and sit back, read those contents very well, make sure you are able to deliver, okay, and create something, create a Zoom platform, people will be ready to subscribe, okay, so that's it. These are kind of business opportunities and so many other, that I may not be able to mention there. Okay, so this is the message that we have for the unemployed. Okay, we are aware that searching for job, because most of us we pass through this side of the world, it's not really easy, right? Okay, and the pandemic now is, I can't even remember the last time they did an interview at my work, physically. There are some of them now say you should come on Zoom, you need to buy data, somebody looking for a job has to buy data again to come and do interview. Okay, so it's really daunting, right? So searching for a job will be frustrating sometimes and demanding. So COVID-19 will obviously present new opportunities. So the point is you need to keep searching. That's it. Because there'll be some new roles, there'll be some new job, people want to shed dead weight and bring in fresh people. Okay, increase your networking. That is it. Okay, so if you think you have an uncle somewhere working in one company, oh, it's going to help me to get my job, and you are casting your net in that area alone, you're on your own. You need to increase your networking. Don't focus, you have to spread your net widely. So don't focus on one area. Oh, I have one uncle. Oh, I sent my CV to one of my friends that we went to school together. No, you have to look at newspapers. Just, a lot of people don't believe that online jobs or those jobs that they advertise on newspaper are real. Let me tell you, all the jobs I've ever gotten in my life, I saw them on the newspaper. I saw them online, and I didn't know anybody. That is it. I did not. Okay? So you have to have that possibility. Even if you have applied for 100 jobs online and they've never called you, then you need to start finding out. Do you really meet the requirement before you apply? That's it. Do you really have that work experience? What about your CV? Did you give it to people to help you to look at it? Did you prepare your CV very well? Because some CV can be so frustrating and can be so highly, unorganized. You see typographical errors, spelling errors, and the likes. And if sometimes presentation might be the problem. Have you ever, tell people that in this, there are specialists or whatever that can help you to look at your CV, whether it's fine, okay? So so you have to improve on your network. Keep doing that, okay? Keep doing that. So the day that God will answer your prayer is quite near. So you may not know. So just, spread your tentacles wide, okay? Monitor trends and events. So keep monitoring, keep listening to news. Because tomorrow night you can say, well, so that's what I'm telling you. As yesterday, I saw somebody that got a job in this Lagos, okay? 11 million per annum, okay? So people are still getting jobs. People are losing jobs. People are getting jobs. That's it. Don't give up. Don't give up. Learn a new skill during your waiting time. Learn a new skill. It's just a matter of time, okay? Learn as you are thinking of getting a job, you can also think of what you can do. Okay, I know the challenge is the capital. Okay, but it doesn't really matter. Just start somewhere. Just start anyhow. You know, just think. Okay, and prayer is key. So you need to also pray because everything is in God's hands. Okay, so this is the secret of making progress. Don't focus on 0 to 100. Okay, that you want to start from 100 and you want to you want to start from 0 and get to 100. Okay, now focus on 0 to 10. So do things by bit, little by bit. Okay, then 10 to 20, 20 to 30, and so on until you get to 100. I'm very sure Dangote, Globalcom, and whatever, they didn't get to where they are overnight. It takes consistency over the years. Okay, so build sustainable habits throughout your progression. That's very key. So these are the secrets for you to make progress. Just keep doing it. Even if people are not looking at your site, you do a lot of adverts, people are not even subscribing, it doesn't really matter. Once you are sure that's your passion, that's what you want to do, okay, so just move on. Okay, so these are a list of income producing assets because as I said, as you are working, as you are doing business, you might also decide to invest in some asset that it will be giving you money. You have royalties, website, franchise. Sometimes franchise is even very key. You can look for a brand name that is well known. Approach them, use their name as franchise. Okay, you give them commission at the end because the name is there. Okay, the name is there. For example, KFC. You can approach them. You can you can cook well. Approach them instead of if you don't want to build your own brand name, you can approach them so that you get something. Maybe after some time, you now start with your own brand name. Okay, Timberland, Farmland. Okay, Farmland is very key. People will eat. People will eat. Okay, you may not be able to. You may not be the one that will do it directly, but if you have the money, that's fine. Okay, but these are the things you might think of. Short-term rentals. Okay, people will always rent one or two instruments or the other. To carry out some of their event or whatever. Okay, real estate investment is there, dividend paying stocks. So there are so many assets that can produce income for you. So you might consider all of that. Okay, so let me take this quote. Okay, let me take this quote before we end the class or the webinar. Now look at this. Always plan ahead. Okay, it wasn't raining when Noah built the ark. Okay, so you have to always plan ahead. Okay, so that's the point. It was not raining. Okay, so a lot of people were responding to the pandemic. Okay, a lot of people were responding to the pandemic when it happened. So don't wait until one issue happens before you start running up and down. Okay, and I'm sure this pandemic would have created a lot of lessons for us that you don't need to wait until it's raining. Okay, or you don't need to wait until there was a problem. You should have planned ahead of time. Okay, so that is it. Thank you for your time. So let me see if we have some questions that we might need to answer. Okay, let me see. Okay, so before we go, I don't think we have any question. Okay, okay, okay. There's no question, right? Okay, I don't really have a question. I just comment. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I want to believe you have gotten one or two. Okay, I want to believe you have gotten one or two information here that will help you. So don't worry, we are going to send the material to you guys so that you can look at it again. Okay, we're going to send the material so that you can look at it again. So, but in case you have questions, you can ask your question before we round up. Okay. Yeah, of course, we are going to share the presentation slides. Okay, we are going to share. We send directly into your email. Okay, that's pretty important. Okay, so I want to thank you guys for your time. Thank you so much for subscribing to the webinar. So watch out for future webinars that will add value to us, whether free, whether paid ones. Okay, so that's very important. And I want to appreciate you guys for everything. Okay, so I hand over to my facilitator. Maybe he has one or two things to say. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much for our able speaker who has been able to give us some words of advice with regards to our career path in this COVID-19 era. We hope that every one of us here enjoyed the webinar. We thank the resource person, Mr. Ayomi Ladoku, for such a fine way he presented the webinar and for the time he took in developing this beautiful webinar. We must have seen a poll or survey that is now on the platform here. So feel free to complete the survey so that we can get useful feedback for this webinar. We also know that you may have some question on the subject for our speaker. Please, we would like you to use the chat forum here to post your question so that we can address them. But if you feel that you don't have any question now, or your question is not being addressed now, feel free to send us an email. The email is fca.professionallevel3@gmail.com. We will send the email, we'll type it out and send through the chat forum so that you can see where you can send your questions in case you have any question for the speaker. So, like the speaker said, this is not the end of our webinar. This is just part 2. We'll have more webinars like this to come. In fact, we are planning another webinar in the shortest possible time. So we'll keep you posted as to when this webinar will come. Once again, we want to use this opportunity to introduce First Choice Accurate Success Link to you. Those of you who have pupils, friends, or colleagues that are writing ICANN exam, feel free to introduce them to our online lectures that is ongoing on Zoom. It's a fine way to learn in this COVID-19 era when physical distancing is the norm of the day. Why not take this opportunity to learn online, to keep your brain working? Because any moment when this thing is over, the exams will be coming up. So we want to use this medium to appreciate every one of us who have joined our online class. We say thank you so much for making us what we are today. And for friends who are still thinking about a tuition house to join, we say please join us today and let us build your knowledge up. Let us hold you by the hand and lead you to the promised land. Well, while we are waiting for questions, I can see some charts here. Okay, someone is somebody is saying when is the next exam date? That will be determined by ICANN. Can we have the webinar material? Yes, the speaker said we can have it. We'll be making the material available to you very soon. Another question here is, how can one access small-scale loan to start up a business with lower interest rates? I think that's the only question I have so far. So let me hand over to our able speaker to see how he will answer that question.
Okay. All right, thank you. When the next ICANN exam? Okay, that has been fixed, but hopefully it's going to be in August. It's not going to be in July. I can tell you that confidently. Okay, so just keep preparing. And but one thing is, ICANN has promised to give us 1 month notice. So today is June 20. They have not given a notice as of today, so obviously it's not going to be in July. Okay, So, but I can tell it's going to be in August. So by the end of the month, we should have a correspondence from ICANN, emphasizing on the modalities to go about the exams. Okay. And okay, please, how can one access small scale loan to start a business? Okay. This has been pretty difficult in Nigeria. The way you can go about it is probably to approach these microfinance banks. Their own interest rate is quite lower than the commercial banks loan. However, you might not, because from the tone of your question, you really want a free interest, right? So the best way probably to go about it, if you have friends that can, help you, okay? I think somebody saying approach Remoni. Okay, so but it's quite difficult. But I think there's a program going on with CBN. I'm not sure if you are aware. Okay, but that one is also a bit difficult. Probably maybe they have quota or whatever. But what I can say is, I'm pretty sure for microfinance and some little finance credit house like Raymond, like I said, their own interest rate is a little bit lower, and the way you repay is on a daily basis, which they can spread for the next 6 or 9 months. Okay. And somebody is saying, question 4, can it be innovation? Of course, I can't really remember that question, but obviously it could also feature as innovation. That's fine. Fantastic. So thanks for following us. I'll see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, our facilitator here, for the fine way you've addressed that question. Thank you so much. Yeah, the questions are going to come up again. I am seeing some chats. I'm not seeing any question. Anyway, we've given out the email address where any further question can be sent after this webinar. We do hope that you are going to take advantage of that and send questions. I can see someone raising up his hand or her hand. Okay. Would you like to ask your question on the chat forum? I've lowered your hand. Sorry. Okay. Thank you so much. Someone is saying thank you, guys. Thank you so much. So it's been a wonderful day with you, friends, at this webinar. Thank you so much for your participation in the poll. Thank you so much. This poll is a very fine way to give us feedback. Thank you so much for coming here, and very soon we'll have the next date for our webinar. So until next time when we meet in the webinar, from all of us here, it's good night. Have a wonderful day and keep staying safe. Thank you.